What's up, everybody? It's Dave P and RJ with the cream, and today we are talking about the top 3 lead sources that don't cost you a lot of money but can lead to very big profits. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you love real estate investing, like the video if you find some value in what we're talking about today, and stick around to the end of the video because we're going to share our most profitable lead generation source that doesn't cost a lot of money at the very end. RJ, how's the vibe?
The vibe is alive. We're laughing and giggling over here. So happy to be here again. We got a really amazing episode today about free lead sources. Everyone likes free, but these are all right under your nose. And we've kind of had to really adjust earlier in our careers because wholesaling is like, okay, you get a 10K check, and the next thing you know, it doesn't happen until 3-4 months from now, and it's just like this big roller coaster. So you have to kind of be resourceful.
Yeah,
that's what this business teaches you. So I'll start with the first lead source. It's really, it's all it is just you're hustling and you're picking up the phone and introducing yourself to property managers in your area. And everyone's like, well, why don't I want to talk to a landlord? Well, here's why you want to talk to a property manager, because they are managing for owners, right, that have rentals. And sometimes these owners are in their careers where they are at the time in their careers where it's time to sell their properties.
Yeah.
At a discount, they already made their money. They want to cash out and go and probably do something else, retire, put their money in something else, right? And so the conversation to the property manager can be like this. Hey, my name is RJ. I know you're managing properties for other landlords, but I'm looking for portfolios to buy. So if you have any, landlords or owners that are looking to unload their properties, I'd be a good resource for you. Pay cash, make it seamless. You can obviously double dip on the commission if you want, because property managers most likely are realtors. So you make sure that they get paid because that's all they care about. And on top of that, if you buy them, you can also come in with the value add that you can manage these properties as well.
Absolutely, and you got to think about it like this, everybody. When you're talking to a property manager, who knows better which tenants are paying and which tenants are not paying? Who knows better which tenants are taking care of the properties versus which ones are not taking care of the properties? The property manager knows that. And if the property manager knows that, chances are they're relaying this information to the seller, who their client is, who they're managing the property for. And they're probably sending them a little invoice every single month. Oh, I got to clean up the property again. Oh, we got a code violation because this person's got trash all over their yard. So the property manager really knows which properties are problem properties and which owners might be willing to sell. And then like RJ said, if you say to the property manager, hey, I'm looking to buy, most property managers are licensed, and this is going to get us into our second lead source, but most property managers are licensed, so you can say to them, hey, if you know anyone who wants to sell, you could represent me on the purchase of this property so you could earn a commission, and then after I buy it, you could continue to manage it for us and myself and continue collecting management fees. So it is a good, unique proposition, a good source for you to get deals, but a good proposition for the property manager as well. So RJ, what is the second lead source?
Well, it's realtors. You know, what we found is that realtors are going to be talking to different homeowners than we are. Our focus is going after motivated sellers. Well, there's also sellers that are out there that don't know that they're motivated. They don't know until they get the consultation from the realtor, and the realtor is just like, I think you need a cash buyer. And you want to be that cash buyer that they're talking about, they know, that can close on deals. So what it would look like is you just need to network with all the realtors in your city. They're in Facebook groups. Most of them are in Facebook groups now because of what's going on out there in the world, but you can still go to the networking events, make sure you have a business card, make sure that they know that all you're wanting to do for them is make sure that they can get this house sold. You're a cash buyer, so there's not going to be any hassles with you getting the loan, etc. And you're going to be able to, they're going to be thinking about you when a deal falls through the cracks from a closing, because this is real estate. Stuff happens at the closing table. And sometimes if it falls out of contract and it can't close, they can call you and you come in with a cash offer for them. So that's the win-win. And obviously they're going to get the commission that they want. So that's number 2. Our favorite, our number 3, is these guys are everywhere. I mean, heck, that's how we got our start, but they're wholesalers. And wholesalers are basically an extension of your marketing, and it's a free lead resource. So
yeah, we started out as wholesalers. In fact, we encourage a lot of people to start out wholesaling. Why? Because it allows you to learn the fundamentals of real estate without taking on all the risk. The risk in real estate comes from, number one, taking on loans, and then number two, taking title to a property. You can get sued, right? It's just part of real estate. But when you're a wholesaler, you don't need to take title and you don't need to borrow any money to buy the property. And we very much encourage wholesaling. That's the reason I tell you this. We love our wholesalers out there. They're out there finding properties, putting them into contract, and then bringing the properties to buyers like us who are willing to take on the risk and willing to do the rehab to buy this property to either add to our portfolio or flip it for a profit. And the wholesalers are able to, of course, make great profits as well. So they put the property into contract, bring it to us. We're a strong cash buyer. So wholesalers, they love a strong cash buyer who can actually get the deal done and close. So I encourage, if you are a strong cash buyer, let your wholesalers know that you are going to get this deal done, and don't pull any punches either. You know, you don't want to basically tie up a wholesaler's property, get it all the way to the closing table, and then not have the ability to close. That wholesaler is never going to work with you again. On the same token, on the flip side, I should say, if you're a wholesaler, make sure you actually have the property in contract before you start marketing a property. Just today, I received a Facebook message from somebody and they said, hey, I got this deal. I ended up looking it up and it's been being marketed by numerous different people. So that told me that this person who sent it to me doesn't even have the contract on it. And then I messaged them and said, hey, do you have this in contract? They didn't reply. They don't have it in contract. They're marketing another person's deal. So if you're a wholesaler, make sure you actually got these things in contract before you start sending it out to strong cash buyers. If you're a strong cash buyer, which we can teach you to be that strong cash buyer by teaching you how to raise money and teaching you how to buy good deals, make sure that if you get a deal or a lead from a wholesaler, you actually get this thing closed if you tie it up.
Yep, and so, I mean, wholesalers are a great resource for you to network with and make sure that you set that expectation of this is how I'm buying. So you got to make sure, because they can reverse engineer your buy box and go put some marketing out there at no cost for you. And we buy from wholesalers all the time. You know, we understand the game. The best wholesalers, though, that we work with are the ones that understand what our buy model is. So you have to make sure that you're explaining that up front. So those are the 3 free lead resources. If you have any questions, make sure you comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for some free real estate contracts and our deal calculator, go to our website, risewiththecream.com. It's been RJ Pepino and Dave Perichin. We'll see you in the next video.